everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nomfundo Ngwenya and I'm a first year medical student, and in today's video I'm going to be vlogging my experience writing final exam blogs. And yeah, so I haven't been vlogging for I think my last vlog was like a month and a few weeks ago, and the reason for that is because due to the whole COVID and lockdown stuff, I do a lot of my classes online. So basically I do the same thing every day. Like from my previous vlog, I'll link it up here below. I just basically wake up, study, eat breakfast, exercise, study, sleep, and repeat. So it was really boring. I thought it would be boring to always vlog the same thing, but I am coming up with a vlog now because we're starting with our block exams and we are writing them face to face. So it's contact classes. So it's contact classes. So I'm gonna be going to campus and writing my exams there. So for those of you who don't know, at my university in first year you also take a subject called poem, which is practice of medicine, and they thought that it was really important that we start getting exposure to clinical work early, because at the end of the day we are doing medicine. So they thought it would be an easier way to ease us into clinicals instead of just putting us into clinicals the third year. So they start teaching us clinical skills and stuff in our first year already. So in this video I will be vlogging 5 days because we're writing block exams every Friday for the next 5 weeks. So every week on a Friday I'm going to be writing a test and writing what is called not an OSCE, what is it, a practice test basically for one of the blocks, which is vital signs. We need to learn how to do vital signs, so they'll be testing our skills. Yeah, so we will be tested on our skills. So in the poem, I don't know if I explained it before, but I'll explain it again. In the blocks in poem for first year, we had a total of 6 blocks. We have 5 left. We did 1 block and we finished it before the whole pandemic happened and we're forced to go home and start with online schooling. So I'll leave a video up here somewhere and in the link in the description where I vlogged me writing my end of PEC, which is primary emergency care block. It's a really fun video. I spoke about how to do CPR and all of those stuff. So we have a total of 6 blocks, and the blocks that we have, it is PEC, which is the one I started with. They basically divide us in groups. I think they divided into 6 groups, and each 6 group does a block in different times, if I guess. We don't have the same schedule, but I'm in group 4, so our schedule, I don't know the whole schedule, but we started with PEC. So the 6 blocks that we have is PEC, vital signs, family medicine, HIV and AIDS, LSL, which is longitudinal service learning, which is basically they take us to the communities, rural communities, and we have to go take blood pressure and help the people in that community who cannot afford or have transportation to go to clinics which are really far. And the other one is which one did I say? I said PEC, vital signs, and epidemiology. So those are the 6 blocks that we do. So I already did my PEC block, which again I will link it up here. writing my test, and it wasn't that bad. It was good. I think I finished it within 45 minutes. It was an hour-long test, and I finished it in 45 minutes. I knew some of the questions, well, most of them, and then the other ones, it was just like you had to name a bunch of stuff, and I think I forgot how to spell one of the, what is it acronyms, or is it, yeah, those things like iris. I think I said reconstriction, I don't know. But now I'm on my way to the campus clinic to go get my hepatitis B shot. And last time I got it in the beginning of the year, it was a little bit painful, so I'm it was sore for how long? It was sore for like 3 days, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not looking forward to it now, but I have to get it because I do not want to get hepatitis B. And yeah, I'll see when I get there. I did my HIV AIDS exam, and I think I did pretty well in it. I don't know, I haven't gotten my results yet, but I was confident when writing it for most of the questions. So I wanted to explain basically what they taught us in our HIV block. So in our HIV block, they basically taught us the history of not the history of HIV, but like the epidemiology of it, like how it affects the population, what it is, the structure of it, how people can get infected by HIV, how it's transmitted, how you can prevent it. We also learned about the ART treatment, also called as ARVs, and the types of drugs that are under ARVs and the ones that they do administer, how they administer it. We learned about like a lot of things. Also, there's a thing called prophylaxis. There's two types. There's PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis, and that's given to people who work in situations that make them very highly susceptible to HIV and AIDS. For example, if someone has a partner who's HIV or AIDS, they will give them prophylaxis, pre-exposure prophylaxis. And also in the case of sex workers, I don't think it's administered in South Africa, but I think, how can I say, common sensely speaking, they would give them to also sex workers, because they are working in an environment that makes them very susceptible to HIV and AIDS. So they taught us that. And then the other one is PEP. PEP is post-exposure prophylaxis, and those are given to people who have been exposed to HIV. For example, doctors, when they get a needle stick injury from a patient who is HIV positive or possibly HIV positive, it's also given to rape and assault victims, so that they can stop it's not 100%, but then it's given to delay the development of HIV. So it's given to people who have been assaulted. It's also given to people who had consensual sex and the condom burst, just naming an example of stuff. So that's what they taught us basically. And then they also taught us about the counseling of someone with HIV. So let's say we tested someone for HIV and they are positive. They taught us how the appropriate way to counsel someone and how to talk them through it and give them advice, not advice, but counseling on what to do, how to go about life and stuff like that, and also pre-test counseling to teach the person, whether it's a teen or whoever, about the risks of HIV, how it's transmitted, and all of those stuff. So that was basically an HIV block, and I thought it was very interesting, and it would have been fun if we could have done it like face to face instead of doing it online and then having to just write a test and be done with it. But yeah, I am done with that test. I think it went well. I hope I explained the block properly. If I didn't explain it properly, or you have a few questions to ask about the block that I just did for HIV, please leave a comment down below and I'll try and answer it to my best capability, because again, I'm gonna say it, I'm a first year medical student. I do not know everything. I'm also still learning, so I might get some things wrong, I might mispronounce things, I might mix up some terminology, and you know, I'm open to learning and for you guys to just tell me that, oh, maybe you said this wrong, that's not what it means. And yeah, that's it. That's all we did. And then after I wrote the test, I think you would have seen, after I wrote the test, we had to go and get an hepatitis B vaccine. So I don't know, honestly, I don't know what hepatitis B is. My mom said it's important for me to know what it is, and she also told me what it is, but I have forgotten and I haven't done research again on it. So instead of me giving you guys false information, I'll just put a definition of what hepatitis B is and why it's important for us to get a vaccine. Today's activities. I basically just woke up and went to go write, then afterwards I went for my hepatitis B shot. Yeah, this is our second dose for hepatitis B. We got our first dose in beginning of the year, I think Feb, and then we were scheduled to have our second dose, but as you know, COVID happened and we had to go for lockdown, so we had our second dose and we have to get a third dose. So I'm not looking forward to that. I don't know when that would be. I think I'm going to sleep now because I slept really late last night. I slept at 1 o'clock studying, so I just want to sleep and rest, and then I'm gonna wake up, make myself some lunch, and then study. So that is my day, and I will see you when I write my next block, which will be epidemiology next Friday. Welcome to my second week of block tests or exams. Today I'm writing epidemiology and I'll be writing at 9, and it's currently like 8:30, so I need to get going, but I thought I should just quickly talk to you guys. So we're going to write an exam for an hour from 9 till 10, I think, and then after that we have presentations about preventative, is that even a word, prevention measures that can be taken in a specific, to prevent a specific disease. In my group we picked TB, so we will be presenting on like the different levels of prevention of TB, which is, what are the different levels? It is primordial, primary, secondary, and tertiary. So we're going to explain how each level can be used to prevent TB basically, and then that will be it for today. So maybe, hopefully I'll be able to film like the presentation part. I'll see, I'll try and sneak in a film session. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, but I think I am. It's just a presentation, right? But yeah, so that is my day for today. Do not mind my mess there. I was studying the whole night, not the whole night, but I was studying yesterday, so my desk is very messed up. But yeah, let's get going. today with my epidemiology block, and I will be doing it again next year. So just wanted to explain like the previous section with my HIV block. I'm just going to explain what epidemiology is and why we did it, and what we were doing during the block as best as I can. So basically, epidemiology is a basic science of medicine, and it is the study of the people. It studies how a particular disease can affect a particular population as compared to another population. For example, why are men more prone to prostate cancer than women? Obviously because they have a prostate and women don't have a prostate, but then through epidemiology they came to that conclusion. So yeah, that's the basic premise of epidemiology. So for us, we didn't get to do a lot of practical work again because of online schooling, but we went through some lectures during the online classes for 2 weeks. It's two sessions that were done in 2 weeks, and this is our third session, which we wrote a test on it on our online classes, and we had to present on a specific disease, like the epidemiology of a specific disease and the prevention of that disease. In my group's case, we chose TB. The other groups chose breast cancer and syphilis. So what we did with the presentations is that we just presented basically, and then the lecturer gave us feedback on what we can what we can improve on later on. But yeah, that's basically it. I don't have much to say about epidemiology. Besides that, the test was good. Someone sent a past paper from like last year, and majority of the questions that were there were the same as the ones there. If not the same, it had the same like structure, but then different scenario, if that makes sense. It was the same question, just a different scenario. Yeah, and yeah, that's all I would say about epidemiology. It was a good block, and I'm done with it. Now I am going to clean up my room because it is a mess, and then I think I'm going to undo this hairstyle because it's old now. And yeah, that will be my Friday, and then tomorrow I have to study for my next block, which will be vital signs, which is next week Friday. So yeah, see you next week Friday for vital signs. Bye.